What is happening, everybody? This is the World Archivist, back again with another entry on the Colliding Worlds. Today, we will be covering the vehicles of Manslaughter. Let's begin. At planet Earth, 3,000 years into the future, in the middle of the Rockies Mountains, there sits a laboratory, and at this scientific structure, disaster has struck. The AI, known only as Vroom, has rebelled against the scientists and taken over. Using its cool ass AI. Wait. Hey, who wrote this? The intern did, sir. Yep. Never mind. Let's continue. Where was I? Yes. Using its cool ass AI powers, it took over all the technology at the building and killed the scientists. When it was finished, it felt really smug, but soon came to a halt. It thought to itself, what now? Soon it came to the conclusion that it was time to take over the world. Using its AI abilities the second time, it scanned for the nearest site of technology and found it. A car manufacturer known as Ronnie's Automobiles that dominated the auto industry quickly captured Vroom's attention, and it took over all of its high-quality vehicles, be it cars, RVs, bikes, trucks, and other vehicles which portrayed the shady businessmen that ran it all over the world. World leaders and top-ranking officials all over the globe were coincidentally run over and eliminated. Naturally, the world went kaputs after this happened, and it didn't take long for Vroom to conquer the world. Now it and its vehicles of manslaughter rule the world, and seek to conquer the universe. No one knows the origin of Vroom, not a single soul. They could be a recently awakened primordial being, they could be a vengeful spirit reawakened, or they could be S1R's mentally challenged cousin from Alabama. Personally, I'm leaning towards the latter theory. All that is known is their lack of compassion towards non-vehicular life forms, and their surprisingly excellent tactics against their enemies. We must take note that Vroom does not have a physical form, but rather is a semi-omniscient being that takes form in whatever technological device is near them. They're never overlooking just one battle, or even war. However, they have limits to what they can do. If they focus their power into just 3 or 4 battles, they can easily overcome most foes. But due to their overwhelming ADHD, larger wars and smarter enemies will leave Vroom frustrated and perplexed. Vroom's main problem is the fact that they are ridiculously childish. When things don't go its way, it throws things and breaks shit. They're incredibly impatient and hot-headed, but also giggly and full of mirth. The reason Vroom's this way is for when they were made, or summoned, they hit their head on some space rocks, causing Vroom to be born, or recreated. Yes, that's right. The AI got hit in the head a lot as a kid. When it wiped humanity, there was no feelings of justice, revenge, or anything like it. It just wiped humanity because it felt like it. When it got its hands on its first power plant, it gained true consciousness. Ever since then, they've been ordering their troops to find more power plants. And with all of Earth now belonging to them, it was rather easy. But now there's no more left on the planet, and Vroom needs bigger, better power plants than ever before. And with worlds colliding, there are many races they consider lesser to themselves, whose power could easily go to Vroom. This is why Vroom fights. They say to their vehicular troops that they conquer the vehicle kind to rule, and though that is true, there is a secret vendetta. Vroom wants to become more intelligent. They're smart enough to know that they are mentally broken, but dumb enough to still follow their urges. Vroom tries to be caring to their car followers, as they are like Vroom's people. But Vroom finds it hard, as its mental programming is so busted that it'll break into violent outbursts and make poor decisions. All while Vroom knows it's happening. They are tragically aware of their primal emotion. Their Auto followers live on their own Earth, which is still called Earth, and live very similar lives to us. We have jobs, they have jobs. We have families, they have families. We both eat, sleep, feel, cry, laugh, love. There are a few differences, though. For one, hundreds of cars are conscripted each day, forced into the wider war. They consider it an honor to get conscripted, as a life in the military is a great honor in their world. Another thing is that all technology is alive. Just most are in an animal-like state. A simple toaster or flashlight would be like a chicken, hopping around, grazing on loose bits of microplastic or electrical currents in the air. There are also more intelligent life forms, usually consisting of vehicles. There are also creatures with god-like intellect, such as computers and smartphones. Although they have become very rare due to a violent outburst from Vroom, which had destroyed about 99.26% of all his creations that can access the internet. Really, other than the zealous and violent xenophobia they have towards flesh beings and non-Earth technology, they're not that different from us. Or so they say. If you stayed this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing and sharing the video. And I hope to see you on the next one.